So what is the paleo diet? It's a diet that focuses on eliminating food toxins, reducing the amount of processed foods you eat, keeping your blood sugar from being an out of control roller coaster, and overall is a holistic approach to well-being. One thing to keep in mind is the science of ecology. Ecology explores the relationship of an organism to its environment. It's important to understand that the environment of man changes very rapidly, yet physical and functional changes in man happen through the process of evolution, and these sort of adaptive alterations occur in nature over the course of millions of years. The paleo diet is based partly on how early humans interacted with the environment and how they nourished themselves for millions of years before technology changed the way we grew, processed, and cooked food. The overall theory of the paleo diet is that we are not so different from our Paleolithic ancestors after all. Don't worry, I'm not going to ask you to start hunting squirrels in your local park or tell you to scavenge for wild onions in the ditch. We can still embrace some modern technology and cooking processes to help us reach our goals. For the purposes of this course, I want to focus on the four aspects of the paleo diet, which are eliminating toxins, eating less processed junk foods, keeping blood sugar under control, and paying attention to our lifestyle choices. Let's talk about each of these in a little bit more detail. First thing to understand about paleo is that it focuses on reducing the amount of toxins you ingest from your food. These can be man-made toxins that you find in a lot of processed foods that line the grocery store aisles, or it can be the naturally occurring toxins in foods. Some naturally occurring toxins are just as harmful to your health as man-made toxins. If you have bad eating habits and make consistently bad dietary choices, it is similar to smoking cigarettes. You will not necessarily suffer any negative consequences right away, but over time all your decisions add up and you could experience negative health consequences due to your choices. Paleo strives to help you make excellent food choices that eliminate toxins that will allow you to enjoy great health for the long term. Sadly, a majority of people's diets are made up of processed foods. People are eating more foods that come out of a box than they eat real, natural whole foods. Some of this may be the perceived convenience of these foods. For other people, it may be the perceived cheapness of these foods. For the purposes of losing body fat, it doesn't matter what the reason is. The fact is that you have to dramatically reduce and ideally eliminate processed foods from your diet. We'll talk more about this in future lessons, but just be aware that paleo demands a focus on eating whole foods as close to their natural unprocessed state as possible. And just so we're clear, most foods have some level of processing. You could argue that vegetables that come cut, pre-washed, and packaged together have received a level of processing. When I say processed foods throughout this course, realize that I'm talking about foods that have ingredient lists a mile long, and their main ingredients are things like flour, hydrogenated oils, and sugars. One of the key distinctions of a paleo diet is that it focuses on reducing added refined sugars in foods. Yes, there are a ton of paleo treat blogs that exist, but it's important to know that the paleo diet's key focus is to keep your blood sugar in check. Elevated blood sugar levels cause a large list of health problems. Some of the most prevalent are weight gain, obesity, and type 2 diabetes. And for the purposes of fat loss, it is essential we turn your body into a fat-burning furnace and not a fat-storing machine. To do this, we'll concentrate on making food choices that keep blood sugar in check via a wide variety of paleo food options. We'll talk more about blood sugar in future lessons, as well as resources to help you manage your sugar intake. One of the distinguishing traits of the paleo lifestyle is its focus on the whole person. Unlike other diets that tell you to engage in severe calorie restriction or to jog on a treadmill 10 times a week, or cause you to be a hermit because you could never engage in normal social activities with some of these fad diets, the paleo lifestyle focuses not only on making good food choices to enhance your health and lose body fat, but it also suggests that you look at other lifestyle habits that impact your health and well-being. We will talk about these areas more throughout the course, but they are things like optimizing your sleep, managing stress, making time for relaxation, socializing, playing, hobbies, and mental rejuvenation. The holistic nature of the paleo lifestyle is one of my favorite aspects of living this way. So let's talk briefly about some of the potential benefits of following a paleo diet and living a paleo lifestyle. Besides fat loss, which I will tell you is different than weight loss, and we'll talk more about this later, there are many other well-documented benefits of a paleo diet and lifestyle. Now, the list in front of you is not an exhaustive list, but I would urge you to pay attention to this because chances are you have other health issues you might be looking to address besides just losing body fat. I know personally that healthy digestion was a big one for me. And just a side note on digestion, in the paleo community, there's a lot of focus on improving digestion. And this is a good thing because absorption of nutrients is something that is critical, not only for seeing your body transformation goals through, but also just for overall good health and performance. And also, 80% of your immune system is housed in your gut. And taking care of this delicate ecosystem will help you suffer less from sick time during the year. So besides those things, the digestion, the decrease in body fat, other things you could look forward to are improved energy levels, more consistent energy levels, no crashes, decreased inflammation and bloating, so potentially see your clothes fitting better, not feeling all groggy and slow after eating meals. And then the inflammation piece, we're talking about systemic inflammation, so just overall your body is less inflamed because you're not eating foods full of the types of toxins that can actually cause inflammation. Improved mood and cognitive function is another good benefit, just being able to focus and think clearer. Improved libido, healthy digestion as we talked about, healthy skin, hair, and teeth. It's okay to want to look good, that's totally fine. Having a nice healthy complexion, very strong healthy looking hair, and a nice smile with healthy teeth, all are great things and can lead to a better quality lifestyle. And then a stronger immune system, getting sick less often and not having to call in sick to work is a big benefit. So the paleo diet does suggest that you eliminate certain foods. The fundamental reasons for eliminating these foods are twofold. First, foods that are eliminated on a paleo diet are considered to be high in toxins and anti-nutrients that are either naturally occurring in the food or man-made. And secondly, the foods have been shown to increase blood sugar, and by ingesting these foods in large quantities and on a regular basis, you'll be building an environment conducive to fat gain and not fat loss. I want to be perfectly clear that we're not striving for perfection, and I'm not forbidding you from ever eating these foods again. My only goal is to give you the information so you can understand why these foods contribute to fat gain and health problems, and so you can make more informed decisions. Let's look at these foods at a very high level, then we'll do a deep dive into each one, and I'll provide more resources for you to check out so you can be educated and make good choices. Cereal grains such as wheat, barley, and rye, as well as corn, should be avoided due to anti-nutrients such as gluten, and the fact that foods containing grains are usually very processed and refined and lead to high blood sugar. Legumes and lentils are a tough one. The bean eaters come out of the woodwork when it comes to paleo. In order for legumes to be digested by the body, they need to be soaked and prepared properly. On top of that, they do contain anti-nutrients such as phytates, lectins, and saponins. We'll talk more about why these are problematic in a minute. Soy has the same issues as legumes, and peanuts have some special problems called aflatoxins. There are simply better alternatives for you to include in your diet. Polyunsaturated fatty acids are your industrially processed oils like soybean oil, vegetable oil, peanut oil, and canola oil. They are man-made and they wouldn't exist otherwise. They're extremely high in omega-6 fatty acids and very pro-inflammatory. And finally, dairy. Another gray area paleo food. Some people can tolerate dairy and others can't due to things like casein and lactose. Another consideration is that dairy can cause blood sugar spikes, so if fat loss is the goal, then it's probably wise to limit dairy intake even if you can tolerate it. Quality is also very important when it comes to dairy. If you consume dairy, it needs to be high quality, and it can be a challenge to find. Let's do a deeper dive into each of these categories so you'll have all the information you need to make smart food choices during your transformation.
Hey friends, I just wanted to give a quick progress report on this diet system I've been following called the 2-week diet, created by the well-known weight loss coach Brian Flatt. Just over 2 weeks ago, I was invited to a wedding that's going to take place in a couple of days from now. Whew, when I got the invitation, I went to go try on my fancy dress that I usually wear to special occasions like weddings. But I couldn't believe it. The dress didn't fit me. I couldn't even do the zip up in the back. Oh, I'd clearly put on some weight. I immediately jumped on the scales to weigh myself and found out I'd packed on 12 pounds over the past few months. I was shocked. I couldn't believe I'd gained so much weight without even realizing. I immediately started searching for solutions online for how to lose weight quickly. There was no way I was going to spend hundreds of dollars buying a new dress, and plus, I wasn't happy with what I allowed my body to become. After searching through dozens of websites, all promising to help me lose weight fast, I finally found the solution. The 2-week diet. The site promised exactly what I wanted. At least 12 pounds of body fat gone in just 14 days. I was slightly skeptical at first since I've tried numerous diets in the past with no success, but the site offers a 100% money-back guarantee if you're unhappy with it for any reason, so I thought, what the hell? And I signed up. The 2-week diet is divided into 4 handbooks, which each tell you the elements needed to rapidly lose weight. It shows you exactly how much of certain foods you need to eat every day based on your current body weight. Also, how much exercise you need to do, and pretty much everything in between. It's basically a customized program designed just for you. Don't worry though, it does not involve diet pills, shakes, juices, or any trash like that. Instead, it tells you the specific superfoods that help your body rapidly melt away unwanted fat with some light exercise on the side. And the best thing of all? It really works. Listen, I didn't know 90% of the information before. For example, I learned when the best time is to drink water if you want to lose weight, when you should sleep, what kinds of exercises burn stomach fat, and even types of vegetables you should avoid. I'm just coming to day 14 now, and I couldn't be happier. I weighed myself this morning and I'm down 15 pounds from when I started. I'm incredibly happy with the diet. My dress now fits perfectly and I look better than I have in a long time. My friends and family are starting to compliment my new appearance, and they don't even know that I've been on a diet because it's been that easy. So, if you're in a situation where you really want to lose weight quickly, you need to check out the 2-week diet. I lost 8 pounds in my first week on the diet alone, so just go check it out. I promise you won't be disappointed. So, it was good talking to you guys. I'd love to hear about your experience with the 2-week diet.